Hey everybody, Ethan Hammond, the Pond Dude here with Amen Corner Ponds. Super excited to be out here. We are out here in Aiken, South Carolina today, and we are going to be building a beautiful custom pond with an awesome, massive waterfall. We've got some fantastic stone to work with, amazing clients, and this property is perfect for it. Cannot wait to get started. We're gonna go ahead, start digging this thing out. Let me walk through the project with you a little bit before we get started. So right now I am standing in a old pool, and we are going to be building the pond inside the perimeters of the old pool. You can see some of the old concrete over there. That's eventually going to be like pavers or natural stone over top of that, and the koi pond is going to be standing right where I'm going to be. It's going to be about a 24 by 15 pond. It'll have just a normal skimmer on it, but we will have a secondary pump with just a small little wet well in the pond. We will be running 2 pumps, about 18,000 gallons of water up to the top of our wetland filter up top, and it'll be flowing down. The end of the pond will be roughly here somewhere, and we'll have a small stream area here with a bridge, nice stone slab bridge going across. We're gonna have a set of falls here, and then it's gonna kind of twist and turn its way, a couple different areas where it's falling in. And then up in here is going to be our wetland filter. This is by far the best filter you can have in a pond, and this is going to be the start of our waterfall. It's going to be fantastic. So let's get started. Let's get digging. All right, guys. So we've gotten started pretty good. It's about midday. A good portion of the larger side of the pond done. This is where we're going to do that really cool retaining wall with some overhanging stones, and everything was going real well until we grabbed a piece of concrete from the old pool that was put in here, and we started seeing water gushing up. All of a sudden our bottom of our pond was full of water, and we really didn't know where it was coming from. We thought sprinkler lines, but there's no sprinkler lines inside of the pool itself, the old pool, so we really didn't know what to think. Ultimately, as you can see right down here, what happened was there's the old liners kind of wrapped up underneath here in different areas, and there was 2 slabs of concrete put down here, and it was creating a little pool, and basically we just popped it when we grabbed the liner a little bit, and it started to well out. So I think we're good. We're going to keep an eye on it, monitor whether we need to put a drainage system in the bottom. A drainage system consists of a trench along the bottom that's going to daylight out. Luckily, we've got a slope off to the side here that we could run that drainage line to. So if that ends up being the case, we'll take care of that and get that in. But I think we're good. We're going to go to a 3-foot depth, and that's where all the debris is in the bottom here, so we should be good from there. All right, guys, day 2 on this awesome pond project here in Aiken, South Carolina, and we have returned. We really haven't added any squishiness to the bottom of that dirt. It kind of has solidified. We went ahead and graded off. We're kind of working on some more of our shelf work over here. If you want to come, I'll hop down in the pond. So you can see some of our shelves being finished. We're real close. Now, as you know, we're building in an old pool, and so we've got this old concrete wall along the edge. Unfortunately, that gives us very little soil space in between some of our edges here. So we've had some collapses, which is revealing the concrete wall. You can see over there that we've got a little bit of a problem over there along that wall as well with it collapsing, but not a big deal. What we'll end up doing is bringing in, once our liner is in here, our liner will be straight up and down, leaning on this. We'll set our first couple stones in. We'll actually flip that liner back and backfill that with soil, or with the soil behind it, so it won't be the end of the world, just a little bit of an extra step. Sometimes that's what you deal with when you're dealing with restrictions such as building in an old pool, different things like that, but definitely something to consider. But it takes a little more time. It's going to cost a little more when building inside of an old pool. Same thing with our squishiness. I don't know if you can see just a little bit of that right there. It's not real bad. Again, I think it's just from some of the older debris underneath it. We haven't had settling since this has gone in, so since the pool was filled in, so I think we're okay with it. We're just monitoring that before we start setting our rocks, making sure that it's going to be good. Wednesday, is tomorrow, day 3, and it's supposed to rain all day on us. So we're gonna get our liner in here tonight. We're gonna go ahead and basically take the day off tomorrow to check and make sure that none of this turns into soup or gets any squishier than it is. If not, we're all good to go. If it does, then we'll end up putting that drainage system in the bottom that's gonna daylight down the hill. John's over there right now moving all of our dirt for the day, getting it up, making our berm for our waterfall. We'll also be grading some of the rest out. Something else to consider on big projects is where we're gonna put the excess dirt. Sometimes we can use it all on our waterfall if we're working on a completely flat slope. Depends on the size of the yard. Sometimes we have to haul it off. Here we're working on an awesome 5 to 10 acre property in Aiken, and we've got plenty of space to spread it out. So that's gonna save the homeowners a little bit of money in the long run. All right, guys, end of day 2, and progress on the pond is going fantastic. We're right where we want to be. We've got the pond dug out for the most part. All we've got is one little shelf. We just don't want to collapse again. And then we also have our underlayment and liner in all ready for tomorrow's rain. We're getting ready to wrap things up here, but really pleased with the progress of today. Obviously, we're testing it tomorrow with the rain coming in on whether that bottom's gonna get any soggier than it already is, but I think we're in good shape for right now. So we're gonna go ahead, wrap things up for today, get things put away, and then check it after tomorrow's rain. But super fun day so far. It's always great to get the liner in because that means we get to start rocking and rolling. And this pond is really gonna start coming together once we start setting some of those beautiful boulders in there. I'm really excited about that part. So anyway, this is the end of part 1. Check out part 2 of this video. Again, like, comment, or subscribe on all of our videos. Hopefully you guys have either been entertained, educated, or maybe even inspired by what we're doing today. So guys, have a good one. We'll see you next time.